Welcome back to episode 3 of whatever title series I've decided to put in the titles. I still haven't come up with a proper title. I'm just recording all these episodes at one go and then be like, hey, I'll come up with a title later. Last one we started one job in the first episode, which was a long one. Then we finished it up. We only had a few moves left, so that one was kind of a shorter episode. And then it took us to Y104, because I hadn't actually completed that journey yet. It just went to the next one in that I hadn't completed. So I had to go back to the main menu and select the Y102 Morning Bowl Switching. Sort some of the cuts in the arrival sightings into their destination tracks. 40 minutes. We're using the GP38 YN3B, which means I can actually use my rail driver. Yay! We've got 2 locomotives, and our total train length is 38.3 yards. I closed out my stopwatch. We'll be doing all of this in cab. Let's go ahead and get our locomotive set up. We got to put the reverser in, gauge lights on, generator field on, freight. Why don't I actually get it on the cab? Get it for a moment. We want the front number boards on, and we want short hood lead, which it should say short hood lead and not headlight controlled from another unit coupled at either end. No, controlling with unit coupled at long hood end. Yeah, that should say short hood lead, not whatever this sentence is. Short hood lead makes more sense and is the proper thing that should be painted up there. We're set now. Let's go ahead and go into our map view. And this is the only time we'll really be going to map view, just to make sure that all of our switches are locked and lined in the order that we need to go, and we need to tie into those cars there. Go ahead and lights on dim, I guess. Remember, brake service. Nope. Hey, let's go to settings. Advanced settings. No, controls. Advanced controls. I guess my rail driver's not calibrated. Yep. It is not calibrated. Full reverse position. E. Neutral position. E. Forward position. E. Should have done this earlier. But I actually didn't realize that it was not calibrated. I thought it was. I thought it would have, saved my calibration from the last time I played. I do like the wipers work. Except for now that one's right in my way. There we go. Except for the wiper valve is going to constantly be sitting there because it's seeing that the wiper switch is barely moving. And so it'll go away, but it also won't. And we're rolling. I'm pretty sure if I calibrate the wiper better on my next go through, and I'm going to do that before the next episode, I'm going to recalibrate everything. It'll get rid of that message, but it's just like, oh, I really wish I could get rid of just those pop-ups. In fact, I think somebody told me how to do it. Someone's probably going to be in the chat, in the comments, like, well, if you push this button, it does that. I'm like, oh, cool, thank you. I really, really love the dovetail forms though, because it's so easy to figure out. That switch needs to be thrown. It was not thrown a minute ago, and now it is. So, on 3-point. You are fired. Get out of my cab. You're not doing your job. I really do like when Sims have like when train sims have like a first-person mode, like Train Sim World here, and Run 8, where you actually run up and can throw the switch like that. One of the things that I think really makes Run 8 stand out, though, is the fact that I could have my conductor, an actual player, go out and throw that switch for me instead. Just roll up nice and slow. I mean, part of what, when you're rolling up like this is you're actually applying independent brake and then quickly releasing it. Just quick little taps. A little too slow. Number 3-point, which is we put the reverser, neutral, throttle, idle, apply the train brake. Alright, now they want us to reverse 721 yards. And make sure that we have all our switches thrown. We have to take this crossover here. Yeah, the speed limit is technically 60 miles. Oh no, that's my upcoming speed. Why is that popped up? Yeah, okay. My Actually, I think the last time I played this was back in December, and I'm like, yeah, I have a hard time playing this game, honestly. We're going to keep reversing. And when we get to that stop point, it's going to be the end of this little quick episode. Like I said, I want to keep these episodes short, which means it's easier to kind of watch, a quick little 15-minute episode than it is to watch like a 2-hour thing. It also makes it easier for me to make content, because then I can just spend one afternoon and record 2-3 weeks worth of episodes here. So keeping them short makes it easier for you as a viewer to digest. It makes it easier for me as a creator to make. Because honestly, I wanted to start doing this, and I wanted to have my first episode come out last week. I wanted to do these like on New Year's Eve and everything, like around that time. And I wanted like the first week of January. Or that would have been what? I guess this would be the first week. I guess if I put one out, on the 5th, I wanted to do them I wanted to start on the 29th, so that way I could have already had an episode come out like early morning on the 5th. I'm recording this on the 5th. This episode's actually going to probably be the one that comes out on the 19th. But like the one that came out on the 5th came out I want it to be 9 a.m. I want to schedule them so they come out 9 a.m. Nope, I didn't want to click that. Like 9 a.m. on Tuesdays. I'm also probably going to take my rail driver completely apart and really give it a good cleaning. Really good cleaning. Ugh. Phlegm there in the throat. Took a drink and then, like, something went down the wrong throat. The wrong tube. Yeah, I took a drink and somehow I ended up choking somebody else out with it. I don't know. I'm just keeping an eye on my speed. Now, I got my rail driver, which allows me to watch my speed. And we talked about this, and this is a conversation that's come up a couple times on the Train Sim World Discord. If we had VR, I could easily be looking here, checking my speed, leaning here, and like leaning my head over a little more to the left. You know, not quite out the window, but leaning over a little more. And then right here, just be snapping like that, and just be looking in a more natural motion. And then using the rail driver to actually drive the train. An auto-rack train pulling out, that's nice. And our next objective is going to be to shove these cars down this track, and it looks like all the switches are aligned, but this is going to be a shorter episode, just because I don't want to get involved in too much per episode, so that's going to be this episode. I'll catch you guys in the next one, where we will start the next couple of tasks. We got a lot to do in this particular journey, this particular job, so this is going to be a long one. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Like I said, but always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the link in the description below for my Twitch channel. On Friday, I stream Run 8. Wednesdays, I stream iRacing. And I occasionally stream other games throughout the week on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Next episode will be next Tuesday, because this is going to be a series that comes out on Tuesdays. Catch you guys next one.